Attention passionate Chicago, Bears fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Chicago Bears' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Chicago Bears fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Chicago Bears fans. Let's get to the news now. Folks, buckle up because what we're seeing unfold right now is nothing short of a potential game changer for the Chicago Bears. We've got some serious buzz coming from NFL insiders, and it's all about a high-stakes negotiation that could reshape the Bears' backfield and ultimately their entire offensive approach moving forward. So, what exactly is happening? Well, it's all centered around the Bears' efforts to bolster their rushing attack, especially after their recent success in the run game, which is currently averaging about 115 yards per game. That's decent, but the team clearly wants more, especially with the season still in its early stages and playoff aspirations looming large. Apparently, the Bears are in direct talks with the Minnesota Vikings to acquire veteran running back Aaron Jones. Yes, you heard that right, Aaron Jones, the Pro Bowler from 2020, who has been making waves this season with the Packers. And now, possibly, he could be donning the navy and orange. The rumors are that the Bears are negotiating a deal that involves a fourth-round pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, along with the Vikings possibly taking on some of the salary. It's an intriguing move, considering the Vikings' current position and their focus on managing cap space and roster flexibility. They're also reportedly interested in trading away Travis Homer, who's currently questionable with an injury, and picking another draft asset in this deal. Why would the Bears go after Aaron Jones? Well, if you take a closer look at his stats this year, it's pretty impressive. He's been exploding in 2025, with 98 carries for 452 yards and 3 touchdowns in just 6 games. That's an average of 4.6 yards per carry, and his PFF grade is a robust 88.6, placing him among the top 10 running backs in the league this season. His ability to break tackles and gain yards after contact is remarkable, with 2.8 yards after contact per run and 22 tackles broken. When you watch him run inside zone plays, his vision is outstanding, averaging 5.2 yards per attempt. This guy is a true versatile back who can not only run between the tackles but also catch passes, and he's proven to be durable when healthy. His career stats are even more impressive, with over 200 rushing yards and 52 touchdowns. He maintains a career average of 4.4 yards per carry and a PFF grade close to 87, which places him among the league's most efficient runners. Plus, his ability to create explosive plays, with 42 runs over 20 yards, is exactly what the Bears need to add that extra spark in their ground game and diversify their offensive attack. And it's worth noting that last year, he played through injuries, including a concussion early in 2025 and a knee issue in 2024, but still managed to produce when healthy. Now, let's look at the Vikings' side of this potential trade. They're sitting at about $18 million in cap space, which isn't huge, but enough to facilitate a trade like this, especially if they're looking to alleviate some cap constraints. Their defense is actually holding up quite well, allowing only 15.8 points per game, good for 5th in the league. Yet they're looking to make moves that help them secure their playoff spot and focus on extending their star receiver, Justin Jefferson. The idea of trading Aaron Jones for a draft pick and Travis Homer might seem unconventional, but it's a strategic move. Homer, who's currently questionable with an injury, is a younger player with a 72 PFF grade and a modest 3.5 yards per carry this year. The Vikings are prioritizing their cap space and roster flexibility, and this deal could serve both sides well. For the Bears, bringing Aaron Jones on board isn't just about adding a veteran. It's about transforming their run game into a more explosive, consistent force. If you look at what Jones can bring, projecting his impact in Chicago is easy. He's capable of rushing for over 200 yards if used properly, which would significantly boost the team's rushing total from the current 115 yards per game to around 150 yards. That's a huge leap. Think about the effect on play-action success, which could go up by about 16% based on his career averages. And when paired with DeAndre Swift, the dynamic duo could really elevate the Bears' offensive efficiency, especially in RPO plays. Speaking of Swift, his current average of 4.2 yards per carry has already shown flashes of brilliance, but adding Jones would create a threat that defenses can't easily contain. Jones's ability to gain yards after contact and break tackles would open up more options for quarterback J.J. McCarthy, who's been completing about 62% of his passes with 7 touchdowns and 4 interceptions this season. The Bears are still developing their passing game, but with a stronger run game and a more balanced attack, they could become a nightmare for defenses. Another interesting aspect of this potential move is how it could influence the Bears' overall offensive identity. Chicago has been working hard to develop a more balanced attack, and adding a versatile back like Jones would allow them to do just that. His presence would help reduce the load on Swift, especially considering the workload he's already handling and the risk of fatigue. Remember last year, Khalil Herbert's workload was a concern, and they want to avoid that kind of fatigue this season. Jones's ability to step in and carry a significant workload would keep the offense fresh and unpredictable. Now, let's talk about the strategic implications. If this trade goes through, it could be a real catalyst for the Bears' playoff push. The addition of Jones would not only boost the run game, but also improve their overall offensive efficiency. With Jones averaging +1.4 yards per carry more than other Bears running backs, and breaking 20% more tackles, he's a game changer. His experience in high-pressure situations, including postseason play where he averages around 5 yards per carry, adds a veteran presence that Chicago's running backs sorely need. This could be the piece that helps elevate their ground attack to a league-leading level, transforming what has been a decent run game into one of the most feared in the NFC. And let's not forget about the bigger picture here. The Vikings, by trading Aaron Jones, might be focusing more on their passing game, especially with J.J. McCarthy as their future quarterback. He's completing 62% of his passes with 7 touchdowns, and they're clearly prioritizing extensions for Justin Jefferson, who's been a dominant force. This trade, if finalized, could be a win-win for both teams. Vikings free up cap space and get a draft pick, while the Bears add explosiveness and veteran leadership to their backfield. Looking ahead, the NFL trade deadline on November 4th is shaping up to be a pivotal moment. The Bears are clearly not content with just their current roster. They're aiming higher, and acquiring Aaron Jones could be the move that propels them into serious playoff contention. With their current record at 2-2, they're right in the mix, and a move like this could be the spark they need to take the next step. It's about balance, explosiveness, and strategic planning, elements that Jones embodies perfectly. And of course, this move would send shockwaves through the NFC North. The Vikings, who have been contenders all season with a 5-1 record, could see their division rivals gaining even more ground. If the Bears succeed in adding Jones and strengthening their run game, they could become a more complete team capable of challenging the Vikings more consistently. That's what makes this potential trade so exciting. It's not just about individual players, but about how it shifts the entire landscape of the division. So, as we approach the deadline, keep your eyes peeled. This could be one of the most impactful moves of the season for the Bears, and it's a testament to how serious they are about contending now. The front office is making bold moves, and fans should be excited about the possibilities. Imagine a Chicago Bears team with a dynamic, veteran back like Aaron Jones leading the charge, creating mismatches and opening up the field for McCarthy and the rest of the offense. That's the kind of vision that can turn a good season into a great one. And now, Chicago Bears fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Chicago Bears. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Chicago Bears news.